A big ass, strong looking kicker. Nigga look like a linebacker.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And, right away, he lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And
this nigga Mahomes, dog, I tell you.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
On 53.
From midfield, here's Keenum. He finds Beckham complete. And he's
how when I'm switching the defense? Please tell me how.
Give him 30 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is Howard on 2nd down.
Yep.
And he's
Oh,
going
and
to be taken down here
bring
with
that
a
edge
penalty
back.
flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
He said 51-3. I didn't even see that shit. I'm gonna pay attention.
Right 20. Nine. 22.
Now Keenum again. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Throwing again is Keenum. And
Dumbass.
this is going to be intercepted. And it's the linebacker, Shea McClellan, with a pick. Powers through.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
What you trying to get me for my home?
Position battle is a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. It's complete to Golden Tate. And now look at this.
Get the fuck out of here. Go and take really fumble.
And they're going to set up shop
What's the
at the
bullshit they be doing?
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
Oh my
And
God,
all I
this
remember
nigga
as a
Golden
player,
Tate.
when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground.
I don't want
That'll
Bridgewater,
make it second
nigga.
and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown. But
Get the fuck out of here. They said defensive pass
this
interference.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No
This
question
nigga's
there.
getting
You don't think
bullshit.
they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets.
I don't know yet. I don't know what I need yet, bro. I'm just saying here. I'm not taking Teddy. I need a better quarterback if I'm going to give up Mahomes.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
They'll go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play. Holding them to no game.
Ready for the bullshit whenever. Grab a pen and beat to my schedule. Take a picture, write it down, mail a letter. Yeah. You want on your finger, no, I dare you. Yeah. With all the paper, lazy letters. With these 2 magazines taken together. Fresh out of fucking gear, not your fucking
defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
My rubber bands, paranoid. Man, I clearly heard somebody busting in. That's the ice maker telling me I'm going nuts again.
Back at the 28.
They come in here on brother, man.
It'll be second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football. A surprising quickness and ability to
I've been taking all my babies, I don't care about the stat. Wish a nigga would. I hope not, knock on wood. I'm from out the hood, sneaking dough in mama pocketbook. It's for all the trouble I've been caused, I cannot undo it.
Mahomes looking to throw in 3rd and 2. And Tate's got it. And he will
I need
have the
something else
first
to
down
do.
before
I
his
need to
tackle
win in
at
the
the
school.
12.
I only like a birthday suit. I don't have the convertibles. I feel like John F. Kennedy.
Black 58, Williams. Black 58.
Again to Henry.
On the shit. Oh, I forgot to mention it.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is?
Woo! Run that by me. Come on, try me. Let's see what the shit I get.
Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 5. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find
Touching
something.
more
There's
paper
nothing
than
available
the
there
teller.
for him.
So the drive
Ready
stalls
for the
out
bullshit
inside the
with
15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
I'm just a gorilla. I adapted any habitat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Dick. For the 3rd time here.
Baited him again.
Intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I'm like, this ain't that with me. No, don't go toward the light.
3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
But I do not give a shit. I'm so unapologetic. What I said is what I meant. You the type to talk in circles and hope people get the hint. I say, what the fuck I want to give no fuck who I offend. Damn. Good shit. I believe my sensibility. I don't have to scam a scam. I don't ever do my favors. Got my own, you silly bitch.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this
Donuts
many
in that
times.
bitch.
In the red
You know
zone,
why I'm
first
the
down,
shit.
take a shot at the end zone, and
You
points
gonna
result.
need a bunch of
In this
air.
case,
Wish
though,
you
give
to
credit
fight
to the
the
defense.
I'm
They
a
outguessed
level
them,
mama
were
suit.
prepared, and intercepted the pass.
I said, I've
free
been
5
lifting
yards
weights.
as the
I've been
defense
body
jumps.
slamming
I
bricks.
know it's
Really?
an
You didn't
anticipation
talk
game for
shit.
them, but it's
I don't
also a
talk
reaction
drugs.
game, and
He
they
said he
reacted
the
poorly on
plug.
that one.
Let
A
that
boost
nigga
here to
plug.
start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Throwing is Keenum. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30.
That's the
A
only
big
way he's
play
gonna get
that
up the
time
field.
for the Seahawks.
Shout out Juicy J, I swear you say the
Even
nigga
after
life.
all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after
I
the
couldn't
5-yard
feed my
completion on
family.
first down.
I ain't trying to make it out. In the long way for sleep, I'm trying to get my mama house.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Opinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
Oh, this a fraud. This bitch made me spill my motherfucking cup.
Especially in the second half. When you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, they shrink you.
Defense gets to him and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to pick up his 2nd sack down of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh my God, Henry!
Contact made the ball roam free.
You gotta go hold it, bro.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick up on his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback coming in to release the ball.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cameron Wake able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Run! 120!
From the gun, here's Keenum. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. So we are at halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. The Seahawks were the most penalized team in the NFL last year, more than 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. Now Keenum. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Wind at his back now in this 3rd quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On play action, now Keenum. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he finds Cook. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Keenum now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Keenum throwing once more. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, go, Roger. 22. 22.
To the air again, Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin with Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This is Collins on the handoff. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Keenum. And they can't bring it. Odell Beckham Jr., the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. He dumps it off for Henry. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, it's Keenum. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Drops it underneath for Collins. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking long for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, down. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, go, Roger.
Here we go, here we go.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Let's go, let's go. All right. Go, doctor, doctor. Get on.
Come on, boys, come on.
On 53.
Now Keenum. He finds Beckham complete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Check, 4 down, 4 down.
Keenum now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Hey, alert 3.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? but instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for interception.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he whips that one incomplete there. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receiver.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Akeem Hicks in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? You keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Phillips, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw it a bit closer. Now Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here goes hot. Right 20. Hot.
To throw, it's Keenum. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
No, Roger. Get out! Wait, 20!
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right! Wait, 20!
Get the ball. Motion. Hey.
Roger! Right!
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, go, Roger!
No, not running. Keenum wants to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's got this down to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, That doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go. 52, 57's down. Get high. Check.
Throwing now, Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Right there, 54 miles. Hey, orange! Hey, go, Roger!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
22! Roger!
Keenum on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try from Mahomes. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And that's caught inside the 35.